Hi everyone, Jamie Ostroff here. I am standing on 1st Avenue South near 24th Street. I want to turn you around. This is where a baby was left in a hot car, according to police. That is a police vehicle right in front. That's the silver car. You can see investigators are looking at it right now. Still not sure if anybody is facing any charges. That's what the investigation is going to uncover. Let me paint the picture here for you. A lot of automotive shops here along the 2400 block of 1st Avenue South. We were talking to some people here who witnessed all of this unfold. One man told us he saw a man running down the street with a limp child in his arms, presumably trying to save the baby. He said he was later told that the man holding the child was the baby's father. He was told that the father works in this building here, this brick building, went to work and left the window down, but unfortunately left his child in the car. We don't know how old that child is, but we did see a rear-facing child seat in the car, so that would make you think that that baby was pretty young. Now, that baby is alive as far as we know, rushed to Children's Hospital. Again, we don't know if anybody is going to be facing any charges while police are here investigating as all of this unfolds. Again, baby left in that silver Volkswagen right there for 3 hours, still alive. But of course, today is a very hot day. We actually did a reading of a laser thermometer in a car that had been sitting out for a little while, and it read to be over 160 degrees. We have the public information officer giving some more information on this, so we're gonna head on over there. We have our photographer, Al Ratcliffe, getting information. We're gonna listen in Lieutenant Sean Edwards.
I need that mic. I need that mic. I'm not going in your pocket. Yeah, please, though. I want you to get offended.
If you guys are watching the video, you can use it in the lawsuit later.
Like I said, you had to bring Journey, didn't you?
Yeah, y'all already know the time of that. It's about 12:09.
Again, this is Lieutenant Sean Edwards. He's the public information officer for the Birmingham Police Department.
All right, man. What you got? Ready?
Everybody ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, first of all, Sean, what do we have at this point?
Well, what I can share right now, I can tell you right now that we have a 1-year-old child that's literally fighting for her life. We responded here a little after 12 o'clock this afternoon. Basically, the child had been left in the car by one of the parents. Once the officers got here and found the child, the medics came into the scene, and they immediately rushed the child over to Children's Hospital. Just left Children's Hospital. It appeared that all the medical staff is literally working on the child right now. I can tell you that she's a fighter. She's still here. So it's a challenge for the child right now, and I'm sure the family is having some challenges, but you know, we're hopeful. We think the child is in great hands right now with that medical staff at Children's Hospital. It's an uphill battle right now.
How long had the child been in the car?
Well, I mean, we're investigating that right now. If we were safe to say 2 to 3 hours, somewhere in that time frame. But the reality is, on a day like today, with the temperatures the way they are today, being inside of a closed car, temperatures can rise immediately. So whether you're in a car for an hour, whether you're in a car for 3-4 hours, it's just one of those type of days today. Today is definitely not a great day to leave a child unattended in a car with no air conditioning running or anything like that.
How did this happen?
Well, I mean, that's the big question for our investigators. We currently are with both of the parents right now, but right now the main priority is to get this child through this crisis right now. And then as our investigators begin their investigation, speaking to both parents and really get to the bottom of what really happened. You know, the reality is it shouldn't be that much in your life that'll have you so occupied that you'll actually leave your 1-year-old child in a car extremely hot on a hot day like a summer day today. It's just mind blowing to a lot of us staff. You can tell that the officers are still kind of in shock. A lot of us are at the hospital just kind of waiting around, and we're very hopeful. We believe that we believe in miracles. So, plus the little kid is fighting. So we just hope for the best.
We had heard that it was a father going into work today. Just forgot.
Well, I mean, that's we don't want to just conclude right there. We want to have an opportunity to speak to the dad extensively, and also speak with the mother, the wife as well. But we think that's kind of around in that area where we're standing. I think we're close to somebody's employment. So, but again, the main concern is prayerfully that this 1-year-old make it through.
Was the child conscious or unconscious?
Well, what I saw, I'm going to say it's serious, and the child is still here with us. That's what I would say.
We'd heard that there was a window left down in the car.
I don't know that detailed information right now, but what I can tell you, it was extremely hot in the car for the child. So, but again, whether the window was up, window was down, it's just not a whole lot of excuses to leave the 1-year-old unattended in the car.
Are charges likely?
Well, again, anytime it involves any kids, we reach out to HR and bring them involved. Somebody, I'm sure, at the end of the day, when the investigators finish, will be held accountable based off of whether it's neglect or whether, whatever that's in the statute that we can use. Because, the reality is, as adults, as parents, we got to slow down, get focused a little bit more, and try to make sure we do the best thing by taking care of our kids and being responsible. So, not to slam anybody, just the fact that just to leave this hospital and see this little 1-year-old fighting for her life, it really, it really gets you a little agitated. But again, we believe that the child is in great hands at Children's Hospital, and the medical staff over there are doing a magnificent job right now.
So DHR will be involved?
Absolutely.
Be able to give out the first name of the child, not the last, just the first
We
name?
can't give any names. All I can tell you is a 1-year-old female child.
Lieutenant Edwards, how often does the department respond to calls like this?
Not very often. Not very often. This is, again, based off the response. We have a lot of personnel over at the hospital, because anytime you hear a call that's involving a small child, an innocent child like that, it gets the attention of everybody. So, but those kind of calls are very rare here. Have we got those calls before? We have. But I can tell you, I probably can count them on one hand if I was able to go back and maybe try to find. But we haven't had a call like that this year.
Who called this in? Was it the father who realized they called it in? Or was it
We believe it was somebody connected to the child. It might have been the father, but can't confirm that.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Start over.
It's hot, so.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to recap here. There was a 1-year-old little girl. She is now fighting for her life in Children's Hospital. She was left in a hot car. I'm going to turn you around. And this car right here, they're towing it away right now. 2400 block of 1st Avenue South here in Birmingham. Appeared to be a father going to work. Again, this is still under investigation. DHR is going to get involved because this does involve a child. Very sad story here. Little girl fighting for her life on a very hot day, left in the car. Police say ballpark 2 to 3 hours. While this investigation goes on, Lieutenant Sean Edwards told us he's not sure whether or not anyone's going to be charged, but definitely an investigation.